Hey, E, put the beat on. Hey, Taylor, you like this joint?
Yeah, this beat hard.
Yeah, you sure you like this joint? You would tell me if you didn't, right?
Oh yeah, of course. No, this don't go hard.
All right, cool. This my man Scotty Pimpin' joint.
Oh, okay, all right then.
Matter of fact, I got something for this.
Got something like what?
Welcome to the top shelf, where the flavor so hot, but you will not melt. About to take you on a ride like you never felt. Up and down real smooth like a carousel. Moving in our own lane, no parallel. Everybody needs sleep, it's good for your health. If you stuck like Chuck, I might have to help. Cause we talk sports, life, and everything else.
It's on a podcast.
What's cracking, ladies and gentlemen? We thank you for taking the time to listen to S.L.E.E.P, the Sports, Life, and Everything Else podcast.
Stuttering Stanley.
Where sports, life, and entertainment collide, presented by the away team and coming to you from the top shelf after a couple breaks. This is Season 5, Episode 1. My name is Michael Roberts, a.k.a. Michael the Mike, and if it ain't all good, make it that way. We've got my co-host, Mr. Taylor Super on deck.
What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's going on? What's up? What's going on?
Taylor, how you doing?
I can't complain, man. I'm doing good, man. It's football season about to start, man. I'm turned.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's going down. It's just
less than 3-4 days.
Yeah,
Thursday,
yeah.
The first night, man.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, Los Angeles versus
and
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Excuse my retard.
Boom. That's all right. We getting back into the swing of it this week. We've got producer extraordinaire One Will E handling the boards.
What up?
E, how you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm like Taylor, man, because it's like, after basketball season, TV get really whack. Nothing is on. Like,
You got a break from mid-June to July to August, and then September it turns back up.
Yeah, it's getting turned back up right now.
I mean, unless you happen to be an MLB fan, but, your team might be going through the dog days of summer, so it might be a little roughy.
Yeah, so, in fact, what? Everybody's so charged. Me and B went to Texas Roadhouse after our little ride today, and there was a gentleman at the bar. Texas Roadhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, so there was a gentleman in there. He was Eagle geared out. And, we sat at the bar because we don't like waiting on waitresses and all that bull crap. We just want to eat and have a couple drinks. So the guy's like, he charged. He's like, yo, you ready for the season? He didn't introduce it. He's just like, yeah, it's straight from the gut.
Turn.
You ready for the season? And he said to me at the table, I believe in my heart that the Eagles are going to go all the way. He said Doug Peterson won it in his second year, and I believe that Nick is going to win it in his second year.
Yeah. He might have been on that shirt.
I don't know, but he believes. I was like, I'm just expecting the heart condition that normally comes with being an Eagles fan, the health risk associated with being a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
It's hard, man.
Yes, so I just told he was like, no, man, I think we are gonna go all the way.
Hey, man, you gotta believe it, man. I ain't mad at him. I remember I went to New England years ago, and I was like, how y'all football go team? They just said it like, oh, we're going to win a Super Bowl. Just like, oh, we're going to win a Super Bowl. Just like tying their shoes. That's just what they're used to winning up there. They were like, oh, we're going to win a Super Bowl. And I think that year, they did win it.
That's the expectation.
It was like 2000. Maybe that was 2004. I don't think they won it that year, but they always were. When you had Tom Brady,
that's
they
when
were
they beat the Eagles, ain't it?
2000.
04,
I'm sorry,
that's when they beat the Eagles.
2014. My
Okay.
bad. But they were always. But they just believed that their team was always. They were always in it. You know what I mean? Like always. So. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at the boy. I mean,
they said, oh yeah, we're gonna win it.
Yeah, I'm saying, just a race. Oh, yeah, we're gonna win. Just walk, drop the food off and walk away. I was like, okay.
We're gonna go get a packed burger afterwards and do all the stuff that we like to do every time we win the bowl. So that's what we're gonna do.
We're going? No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Twitter and IG at Sleep is For You. That's S.L.E.E.P.I.S, the number 4YOU. Subscribe and listen to new or old episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Podbean, TuneIn Radio, Samsung Podcast, Player FM, or YouTube. Kindly subscribe to the YouTube page, like episodes, leave comments, show love, show hate. We here for it all. Tell a friend to tell two friends about us. If you haven't already done so, look up sleepisforyou.com, the hub for all things sleep related. Pardon the technical difficulties. But we've got 2 top 5s for y'all this week. Have you seen, have you heard? The Common Sense Space. And of course, we've got all that good sports talk and coverage that makes this the top shelf. Our show time is 6:06. We're getting in here a little bit later, but let's spin.
Oh, we had the raps. That's what happened. We was just talking.
Yeah, it was a little bit of pre-show conversation going on, but, you know, it's whatever. We here now. Our hometown Philadelphia Eagles have been busy this past week as they signed Trey Sermon, who was waived by San Francisco. They made a trade with New Orleans for defensive back C.J. Gardner-Johnson, which are good looks, but they caught a bad break too. Left tackle Andre Dillard went down with an injury, and as we all know, the O-line is vital to the offense's production, so
already
we'll see what develops with that situation.
Man, here we go with the flat tires again.
Don't forget about Miles Sanders. He's still
Miles Sanders is still banged up.
I don't call him Miles Sanders. I call him Miles Hamstring. It's always a hamstring. For the 4 years he's been here, Miles Hamstring.
That's terrible.
That's his new name. Yeah, it's always, oh man, the training camp just started. You heard already? Damn.
I don't know what he's doing in the summer. Man, I don't know.
I don't think his body just cut out for it, man. He was hurt in Penn State pretty much his whole damn career, and then Saquon passed him, and then now it's this. I mean, the more things change, the more things stay the same for him. He's always hurt.
Now they both in the same injury boat.
Yeah.
Oh man, terrible.
But you know, at least the Eagles were able to make a couple of positive acquisitions.
Yeah, the C.J. Gardner,
the C.J. Gardner-Johnson move looks really good.
Yeah, I like that move. Yeah, we talked about him. I think the last show for the Saints, but
yep.
Eagles just snatched him up with some bottom dwelling picks that they don't even do nothing with anyway. So you might as well just. I mean, they basically just stole the young bull, and actually you made the Saints weaker because you got their first round pick. So it actually worked for the Eagles. Works for them. Yeah, I mean, you made their team weaker. And you grabbed a guy that you know they weren't going to sign anyway, so it works better for the Eagles. And the Saints are like one of those teams. Either they're going to be really good or they're going to be really trash. I don't think there's no in between. I don't think 8-8 and like they were last year. I think they're going to be somewhat good, surprise, or they're going to be like 4 and whatever it is, 12 or something.
Oh no,
yeah,
sounds like a double win.
Yeah. So I don't think they're going to be like in the middle. So the Eagles with that trade, at least you'll get a first rounder, that they traded for this last year.
You said 4-12.
Yeah, I just think it's like some teams you can kind of tell either going to be really good or really bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to be in the middle.
Damn.
Well, on another positive note, salute to the great Serena Williams for calling it a career.
You go, girl. Go get that rest.
She has a career singles record of 858 wins, only 154 losses. That's an 85% success rate. She has 73 career titles, 5th overall. Her highest ranking, of course, was number 1. And, she announced before her most recent tournament that this would be her last. She took a loss Friday night with many celebrity fans in the stands cheering her on.
Pusha T was there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tiger Woods was there.
Tiger Woods was there.
Yep. Who else was there? Somebody that Russell Wilson was there. I was like, dang, you made your season about to start. He flew across to see her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was definitely a star-studded affair. A lot of big names in the building.
Her mama fell asleep though. Bless her heart.
Oh no.
Bless her heart.
Salute to the faces that were
got caught on candid camera. I said,
no.
y'all ain't nothing.
Well, you know what? Think about it. At 800 games, her mom probably
gotta be here late 70s.
Listen, 800,000 games. That's a lot.
Here we go. So shout out to the people that were misrecognized at Serena Williams matches. I think I saw Dionne Warwick was in the building, and somebody called her
Gladys Knight.
Exactly.
I heard about that, man.
And that happened to somebody else too. I forget. Oh wait, it was Laverne Cox was there, and she had a face mask on, and they thought it was Beyonce.
Oh my God, that's not even close. Isn't Laverne Cox? Isn't Laverne Cox a man?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Wow.
That's
What
crazy.
you know about that?
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
But moving on to NBA news, it was announced that the Utah Jazz and their great GM, Danny Ainge, made another acquisition, trading away Donovan Mitchell to Cleveland for 3 picks, 2 pick swaps, Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, and rookie Ochai Agbaji.
Okay.
So in total, the amount of picks that they've gotten
Like
just from
13?
2 trades
With 11.
this offseason was
They got like 5.
they now have 7 first-round picks
Damn.
and 3 first-round swaps.
And the team that they got now is actually not that bad. I mean, Colin Sexton and I think they still have Mike Conley. He's still there.
Yeah, they still have Mike Conley.
Laurie Markkanen, he can play. I mean, I don't know if they're a playoff team, but I mean, the team is not terrible. But those picks are that's crazy.
But you know what? In Cleveland, who was putting in seats in Cleveland?
Sexton and Garland.
No, Sexton wasn't putting no seat because Sexton was hurt last year. It was Garland.
That's right.
It was
Sexton
Garland
It was
and
Garland
LeVert and
the
Mobley.
big guy, Evan Mobley. Yeah.
Mobley, yeah. So now you got Donovan Mitchell now. Like that team is actually they're better than the Sixers. I don't care what no one says.
Wow.
They're
Wow.
probably Yeah, I don't care.
Flames.
They're better than the Sixers.
Oh my gosh.
And I want to say they're right either beside or right below Boston. You know what I mean? I still think the number 1 team is the Bucks. And then you got Brooklyn. I don't care what no one says. Brooklyn, KD just finally he got his mind right. That team is actually not that bad. And then you got Boston, and then the Cleveland's right there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Taylor don't believe in those Sixers. Not like that. No.
They got to show him.
Yeah, I don't. You know what I mean, y'all know how I feel about James Harden. So he's got to show me to let me know he's not what he is.
You've been running up and down the steps off season, man.
That's cute, but I need you. I need you to put. You know what I mean? I need you to get it in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cute.
All right. Well, getting out of direct sports news, we're going to move into for general sports news. I'm sorry, we're going to move into NFL talk. And for NFL talk this week, I told you a couple of weeks ago, but we're going to be doing an AFC preview division by division, just like the NFC preview we did last episode, just in time for the season to come up and start on Thursday. So we will start with the AFC
East.
Okay, we can do
Start in
that.
the East. We in the East.
Boom. All right, so in 4th place, should be no surprise, but I got the Jets.
The Jets
Coming in at 6-12, which is a little bit of an improvement from last year, but it's going to be a little rough, seeing as there's no really timetable for Zach Wilson to come back, and without your quarterback, it's rough sledding. I guess they'll have Joe Flacco starting.
No, I thought Zach Wilson was gonna be back. Maybe if he, I don't know. I mean, I thought he was gonna be back in that first game, but you'll find out within the next couple of weeks if he'll.
Yeah. Well, if Zach plays, then that's beneficial for them, and maybe that'll change the win-loss total by 1 or 2. But I got them slated here, penciled in at 6-12. Right above them, I have the Dolphins at 8-9. Then the Patriots at 9-8. Mac Jones, year 2 with Belichick. We know how Belichick teams play. And I liked a good amount from what I saw from Mac last season. And then coming in the first place, that leaves us with the Bills, which I had a record of 13-4. The Bills just need to continue and build off the level we saw from them at the last time we saw them playing and going score for score with the AFC juggernaut Kansas City. Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs. They added over-reliable Jamison Crowder, the young man Khalil Shakir, Dawson Knox, the tight end. I'm expecting to see big things from Josh Allen. And if that doesn't equate to more improvement, just good, consistent, high-level play.
Yeah.
Is it going to be Singletary? Is it going to be Cook? Is it going to be a committee? I don't know. We'll see. And we spoke about their defense not long ago, but they're solid front to back. So I think Buffalo, if they can put everything together this year, they can come out with that 13-4 record. Taylor, what you think?
The Patriots are last. They're going to win about 4 or 5 games. They're going to be trash.
No.
They're going to be terrible.
Okay.
I think the Jets they'll be around that 500 area. 7 and 10, maybe 8 and 9. I don't know. I think they'll be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Taylor had the Buffalo Bills second.
Oh, okay.
And I think Miami's going to win the division.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be close. Maybe Miami wins 11 games. Buffalo maybe wins 10 games. So
I got you.
they might go against each other in the playoffs. Who knows? But I think that's one of the ones people keep just thinking, just putting Buffalo Bills in to the AFC championship game. But I think a lot of people are going to be gunning for them. For what reason, I don't know. But I think people are going to be, they're going to be circled on a lot of people's schedule. And people want to get at them because they did make a lot of off-season acquisition. They got Von Miller.
Yep.
They got a lot of receivers.
Yep.
They did have a pretty good draft. They drafted Dalvin Cook's little brother in the second round.
Yep.
So they got a nice little team. I think Jameson Crowder's still on the team. Yeah, he made the team. So, but I just think that a lot of people are going to be gunning for those guys, and I think they're going to have some tough games. They had a couple tough games last year. They lost to Jacksonville last year, so I can see them kind of somebody getting some surprises, maybe a couple teams beating them with last second field goals, something like that. But I think they'll make the playoff. But I think Miami's going to win the division. I don't know what it is. I believe in that. That coach, he's claiming he's black, but he looks white to me. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and give him 11 wins this year.
And who's that?
Mike McDaniels. You've seen his picture.
Okay, yeah.
He says he's black. You know what I mean? Now, if a white man is saying he's black, I'm not saying nothing. I mean, if you want to come over here and struggle with us, that's fine. You know what I mean? You don't want to enjoy that white skin? Okay. You know what I mean? But he's claiming that he's white. I mean, he claiming that he's black, so that's fine with me. So just off that, I'm going to give him 2 extra wins.
Well,
he's claiming that he's black.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah. So.
Oh my
All right,
God.
bet.
I like the Ty Hill. I like Jalen Waddle. I think those 2 fast receivers, that's going to be some problem for people. And plus, that he comes from a team that runs the ball really a whole lot when he was the offensive coordinator when he was with 49ers. But I think with those receivers running all over the place, I think the offense is going to be pretty deadly.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. So moving to the AFC North, 4th place I got the Steelers at 2-15. 3rd place the Browns at 5-12. 2nd place the Ravens at 11-6. And I feel like the big thing for the Ravens this year is as best as they can stay healthy and stay consistent. And then I got the Bengals winning the division coming in at 13-4. Mm-hmm. The Bengals offense can be electric and flashy, as we all know, with Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon. They have fire. Plus, they added Hayden Hurst, who they look to get contribution from. But the defense was the most solid thing they had last season. And they leaned on a heavy and vicious pass rush, which makes it easier on the back end. They should be close, if not better, to this year. Taylor, what you think?
Who's going to get last in that division? So we got the Steelers, we got the Ravens, we got the Browns, and we got and the Bengals. All right, so I think I'm agree. I think Steelers aren't going to be that good. I mean, Mike Tomlin has won every year, but this year it's going to be tough for them. They don't have no Ben Roethlisberger, and that offensive line is putrid. So that's
even with Najee Harris. You can't run behind a paper line.
Yeah, that line is not that good. So that might be, like you said. You said 2 wins, maybe 4 or 5. I mean, just because of Mike Tomlin's a really good coach, but it's going to be tough for them. But the Browns. That Deshaun Watson, I think the Browns take a back seat this year, but maybe next year they'll be better. Yeah. So they'll be 3rd place. I don't know record, maybe 7-9. I don't know. I think Deshaun's only gonna be able to play 7 games because 11, and he'll be able to play the last 6. But by that time, they might be out of it. And then it come down to the last 2. I'll go with the Bengals winning and the Ravens being 2nd place too. Yeah, so pretty much the same thing you said. Yeah.
Cool.
I kind of see that going the same way. The Ravens look pretty good, but they're missing some receivers and stuff like that. So we got to see Rashad Bateman can take over for Hollywood Brown.
Yep.
We got to see if the running backs can stay healthy. J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, they got to stay healthy because you don't want Lamar Jackson running all over the place. Because last year you saw it happen. He ran over the place and he didn't make it through the whole season. So those running backs have to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And the O-line, I think Ron Stanley is back. Hopefully he stays healthy. They drafted an offensive lineman, the center. So everything looks okay right now. They just got to stay healthy. I mean, Marlon Humphreys is back. Kyle Hamilton, I think he's going to start off on the bench, but I think he'll eventually end up playing a whole lot. We'll see. I think the defense should be okay. So yeah, I'll like you said, probably about 9 or 10 wins, and then maybe the Bengals get one more win, and then Bengals are dangerous. Bengals got receivers all over the place. The line that they replaced a lot of those guys. The line was terrible last year, and they still won. So the line has been better. Joe Mixon is ready to tear it up. The defense is pretty solid. You know what I mean? Kind of a bend but don't break. They got the white boy with no gloves, Trey Hendrickson. He's a pass rushing demon. So
Trey Hendrickson, he was
he was all over the place, man.
Exactly last year.
Yeah. So I do like that team, and like I said, I think they can be. I think Jamar Chase gonna really have a good season too. Yeah. So about 10 or 11 wins, maybe even 12.
Cool. So getting to the AFC South. I've got the Texans at 2-15, the Jags at 7-10, the Titans at 8-9, and the Colts at 9-8. I think Dougie P might be able to make a little bit of a difference for the Jags. And what's my man down there, Trevor Lawrence? I think he might be able to take a little bit of a step forward. They put a little bit of weapons around him. So, we'll see what happens with them. But as far as the Colts, I feel like as long as Matt Ryan can be somewhat solid slinging the rock, they'll be okay and have a great chance to win this division. Michael Pittman Jr., Paris Campbell, Mo Ali Cox, of course, the closest thing to a bell cow at this point, Jonathan Taylor. And their D is looking pretty to be formidable coming off a season where they had 33 takeaways. Yep. They were one behind the Cowboys, who led the league. So, that Colts defense, if they can do a good job holding teams down, and Matt Ryan can just not make mistakes and be solid, I think they can take this division from the Titans.
The Titans are going to be last. I think they're going. I think they're Tannehill. That's over with.
They're cooked.
Yeah, Tannehill.
They've been leaning on Derrick Henry a lot.
Tannehill's over with. I don't think they have nothing to do with. I think Tannehill is it's a wrap. He's going to fall. I wouldn't be surprised if Malik Willis comes in toward the back end of the season, but by that time, I think that team's going to be.
I think it'll be a wrap.
It'll be a wrap. I think Houston will be third place. I think Jacksonville will be second place. And I think number one, will be the Colts. Colts are bringing back Jonathan Taylor. Michael Pittman has another year. He's the number one receiver last year. He got help with the white kid from Cincinnati, Alec Pierce. I think he's going to be the second receiver.
Okay.
The O-line, they drafted some left tackle out of like Central Michigan. I guess he's starting the left tackle, or is it Matt Pryor, the one who used to play for the Eagles? So I don't know what the left tackle situation looks like. But the defense, you still got Darius. Well, he changed his name, Shaquille Darius Leonard, whatever his name is now. He's still out there.
He did his thing last year.
He's one of the best linebackers in the game.
Yep.
DeForest Buckner's still there.
I think he might be dealing with a little bit of injury right now.
Who? Leonard?
Yeah.
All right, well, like I said, if you don't start the season, they probably want to bring you. Remember, 17 games. They might, if you play 15 games, that's fine. But I think he'll be ready. If not week one, he'll be at week 2 or 3. They got Stephon Gilmore. They just got him just to get him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just off the strength.
I think he's still got at least 2 more years of being a really good corner left in the tank. So I like what they did. So I think they'll win that division too. Yeah, but I think Jacksonville will be second. Tennessee will be third. I think Tennessee gonna play some people tough. And the third and fourth will be Tennessee. I think Tennessee's taking a major drop.
Okay,
no playoffs this year for them. They'll be at the bottom.
All right, and we're gonna end it off with the murderous AFC West. The NFC West and the AFC West this year are both gonna be serious. But I got the Raiders coming in fourth at 8-9. Chiefs in third at 11-6. The Broncos in second at 12-5. I looked over an unofficial depth chart for the Broncos, and their wide receiver trio of Sutton, Hamler, and Judy is going to be a nightmare with Russell Wilson throwing them the rock. And their D is strong as well. Taylor had him in his top 5 just a couple weeks ago. And then I'm going to end it off with first place, the Chargers at 13-4. The Chargers I'm looking at a lot like the Bills. Like something's got to give. You guys got to pull it together at some point. Their defense is strong, as we discussed a few episodes ago, with, of course, Joey Bosa and the addition of J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack, who should be eager to get back to that all-pro level after being out last season with a foot injury. Plus, he's reunited with Brandon Staley, who was coordinator with him his first year with the Bears. And the offense, we're just, like I said, waiting for it all to click at this point. But Justin Herbert better run that. And I don't mean with his legs. I mean, he needs to have things clicking. He has that MVP level in him, I believe. And whether he gets there this season or not is why we watch the game. But he's got to take steps forward.
Yep.
Taylor, what say you? What you got for the AFC West?
AFC West. Let me look. Wow. I hate to say it, but I think Kansas City's going to be last. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
No. Patty won't like that.
He's been. I think what'll happen is Kansas City will be bad this year, but then it'll be back next year. We've seen it where a team really, really good before 5, 6, 7 years had one down year and they come right back up.
Yeah, so I
think Kansas City. Yeah, it might be time for them to just take a season off, as they say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then
almost like the Warriors. Had to step back
exactly.
For a while.
You know what I mean? They had to take. Yeah, sometimes you got to take a step back. You know what I mean? Just to to re-get the draft picks and let people get some experience, and then boom, next year you're back in it. You know what I mean? But I think Kansas City's gonna be like 6-10 or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't think they're gonna be trash, you know what I mean? But I think they just got to replenish some things. So they'll be the last.
Okay.
I think fourth will be lost.
You mean third?
Third? No. Kansas City's gonna be last. They're gonna be last in the division.
Kansas City be fourth.
Fourth, yeah. I thought you said third. No, Las Vegas will be third.
No, you just never mind. Go ahead. So Las Vegas will be third.
Yeah, be third in the division. In that division, yeah. So Las Vegas, I think they'll be competitive. 9-8, maybe 10-7. Denver, I think Denver is going to be right there. With maybe 10 or 11 wins. Russell Wilson has never missed the playoffs except for last year and I think a couple of years ago, but I think he was like 9-7, you know what I mean? So he just missed the playoffs. And then I think the Chargers will win that division. I think they can win like 12 games or something like that. So I think they'll win 12. Maybe Denver will win like 10. Vegas will win like maybe 9. I mean, Vegas will win like 9, and Kansas City's going to be like around 5 or 6 wins or something like that. They'll be competitive, but I just think they're just not going to be a good team. I mean, and then plus Kansas City's gotten a lot. They got very lucky with the injury bug. Like they haven't really had the injury bug. So I think this year they just take a step back. But I think next year they'll be better. But Kansas City take the step back this year. I think they won a division like 11 years in a row, something like that. Ever since Andy Reid's been there, pretty much. So what goes up must come down eventually. So,
all right, bet. Well, that sounds good. That's going to do it for our AFC preview. We had 2 divisions that we both picked the same order: the AFC West and the AFC North. So, we'll see how things play out as the season commences, and we start to get back to that pigskin. So, getting out of that, we're going to move into our first edition of Top 5, which is going to be top 5 teams we like going into this season.
All the teams.
So this is out of all the teams in the NFL, NFC, AFC.
Yes.
And we're actually going to add in a dark horse team as well after we list off our 5s. So at number 5 on my list, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. We were talking about them a couple weeks ago in terms of their defense. We were talking about them just now in terms of the team as a whole. But they got a lot of firepower on offense. They've got a good, solid core of guys on defense. They're hungry. They made it to the bowl last year, but weren't able to, complete the job. So I'm sure they want to try to get as close to back there as they can this year. I don't know if they're going to make it that far, but I do have them going to the playoffs. But that's going to be my number 5 team. Number 4, I'm going to get a hometown team some love and shout out the Philadelphia Eagles. They surprised me last year. I wasn't expecting a whole lot from Nick Sirianni. I wasn't expecting the most from Jalen Hurts. Their running game was banged up. They didn't have a lot of weapons as far as receivers. I didn't know what to expect from their defense. But after seeing the way that they came out and performed last year for old Nick, I think that they might be able to make some noise this year, especially with the way the NFC East is looking lined up right now, because I don't believe in the Giants. I have little belief in the Commanders, and I don't believe in the Cowboys at all. So I think that there's a good chance the Eagles can run away with that division and have some success this year in Nick Sirianni's second season as head coach. Number 3.
Go Birds. Go Birds. Go Birds.
Number 3, I'm going to keep it with another NFC team, and I'm going to take it out to the Bay, San Francisco. Show some love to the 49ers. They're finally giving the reins over to Trey Lance and, turning the team over to that young man. So we're going to be able to see what he can do with this offense after a full offseason. And, I'm expecting things to go positively for them. I'm expecting them to make some noise this season, even though the NFC West is going to be very difficult. So they've got a solid defense. They've got a good running game. They've got good weapons for Trey Lance to be able to get the ball to. So at the end of the day, they've given him a good support system to be able to have success there. Number 2, I'm going to take it to the LA Chargers. And I feel like the Chargers, like I said when we were talking about them just now, it's got to click at some point. They've got the talent. As the years go by, they're growing in experience. Justin Herbert has a couple seasons under his belt at this point. He's seen a good amount of things in the season. They've got a solid running game with Austin Eckler, and they have somebody else that runs back there. I'm blanking on his name right now. But
a bunch of running backs. They got a lot of depth at running backs. So if Eckler gets hurt, they got plenty of running backs back there. Got
a solid wide receiver core with Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. As long as Keenan Allen can stay healthy, something's got to happen for the Chargers at some point. So that's going to be my number 2 team. And number 1, I'm going to take it to the Mafia, West New York, Buffalo Bills. They were right knocking on the door last year, on the edge of getting in, but they just couldn't overcome Kansas City. I think Kansas City, I agree with Taylor, they're probably going to end up having a down season this year. So that might end up clearing the way for Buffalo to have a better shot to getting to where they want to go, which is to that last game of the season. And that's going to do it for my list. Taylor, I'll give it over to you so you can list off your top 5 teams going into this season.
I'll start with the Broncos at number 5. I think Russell Wilson can bring some type of winning mentality over there. They've been horrid ever since they won that Super Bowl with a broke down Peyton Manning. You know what I mean? But I think that with Russell Wilson coming over there, I think that team will be competitive, and I think it'll be exciting to watch. And I just think that he just brings the right attitude. He just got a couple of dollars, just got paid a couple of days ago. You know what I mean? So was it 245 with 180 guaranteed or something like that? So Russell's happy. I think he'll be the number 5. The 5th best team. He got the bag, yeah. He'll be followed by the Bills. I think they'll be fine. Even though I said they're not going to win a division, I think they're going to be a better team this year. I wanted to put Miami there, but I got to go with the Bills. I think the Bills will be the better team. So I can see Miami winning the division, but I can see Bills going further. Yeah, going further in the playoffs, so like that. So technically being the 4th best team in the NFL. So
Bills got that playoff experience at this point.
Yeah, they've been the last couple of years, and they're doing their thing. Number 3, I put the Bucks there, man. Like I look at the NFC, and the NFC is not really that strong this year. So I feel
no, it's not.
I feel like someone's going to come out of nowhere and do something. But I think the Bucks should be okay. But like I said, Tom Brady is 45, and he technically just got blindsided a couple of days ago. We'll talk about that later. You know what I mean? But I think the Bucks should be okay. They got plenty of receivers. They added Julio Jones. They didn't even need him. The defense is kind of coming back. Like I said, Jason Pierre-Paul is going. Shaq Barrett, Levante David, and Devin White. You know what I mean, that's 3 of the better linebackers you can have in the NFL, especially when they play that 3-4 defense. Todd Bowles is the coach right now. He's been running the defense the last couple of years, and they've been just doing anything. Antoine Winfield, I just like that team. And whatever that running back name is, White, I think he can surprise some people too. I like Fournette and all, but I think he could actually steal some carries from Fournette. That would be, what number was that? That was three.
number 4.
Four. All right, so we'll go to number 3, and I'll put some respect on the what team I'm looking at? Oh, the Chargers. I put some respect on the Chargers. Yes, the Chargers. Number 3. Number 3 for the Chargers.
Wait, hold on. You said 5 was who?
5 was hold on. What did I say? 5 was the Broncos.
Okay, 5 was the Broncos.
4 was the Bills.
4 was Buffalo. 3 was the Bucks. So now we're on 2.
Oh, on 2. Okay, all right. Chargers.
Buffalo.
Sorry, I don't have numbers on my thing. Chargers number 2. Chargers is number 2. Yeah, I think they can be the second best team in the NFL. I think they can surprise some people, and I'm not even surprised. But I just think they can be a cut above everyone else, and I think, like I said, I think they're going to win that division anyway. So I like the Chargers in that division. But the number 1 team is actually a team that people are talking about, but I don't think they really know. But I think the Niners can be the best team in the whole. I mean, I don't know what it is. I just like Trey Lance. Like I like how they kind of like not really saying a whole much about him. So when you do see him, he's going to surprise some people. Now I don't know if that's going to last. You know what I mean, for the rest of his career. But I think this year he's going to surprise people with being able to throw the ball. Deebo Samuel is happy right now. They got depth at running back. The O-line, he got the best left tackle in the game, and Trent Williams. He's playing very, very well, and he's not slowing down. I think he's 33 or 34 years old. He's not going anywhere. George Kittle he seems like he's hyped in charge. Nick Bosa. Fred Warner, the linebacker. I just like the San Francisco 49ers team. They got a lot of depth on that team, and I think they can be the actual number 1 team in the NFL this year. I think they definitely can be.
Bad. I like that. So our lists are pretty similar. We had 3 of the same teams with Buffalo, the Chargers, and the 49ers.
And my dark horse is the Vikings. That's
okay.
My dark horse. Yeah, I'll just throw it out there right now. That's my dark horse, the Vikings.
Well, my dark horse
Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah.
My dark horse is the Colts.
Oh, okay, all right.
Every couple of the seasons, maybe every 5 to 7 seasons, we have a situation where a quarterback wins the Super Bowl when he's kind of past the point. He's a little broken down, and he just does enough to get the team there, and they ride a wave, and they get a bowl. Maybe this will be Matt Ryan's year.
I mean, Matt Ryan the numbers will put him in the Hall of Fame, so I wouldn't be surprised if he surprises a couple people with that offense. But it all depends on that offensive line and whoever their left tackle is going to be. But he's got the best running back in the league right now. So
yeah.
You got the best running back in the league, and you got him to lean on, you'll be okay. So
no doubt. So that'll do it for our first edition of Top 5. And up next is Have You Seen, Have You Heard? So Taylor, what's going on?
Let's see. Have you seen? Have you heard? I mean, a lot goes on. I take notes every week, and I have to narrow down stories because people are out here acting crazy. But let's see. I'll start with my first one, if my phone can work. Oh, okay. So we're gonna talk about my Eddie Murphy, man. Beverly Hills Cop. Whatever it is
Axel
it 4?
Foley.
It's coming back, man.
Yeah, Beverly Hills Cop 4.
It's back. It's back. Yes.
Yeah, they have set pictures.
Yeah, set pictures, all that stuff.
Wow.
It's coming back, man. You got the jacket on. I don't know who's in the movie, but have you seen? Have you heard?
But I forget who they said.
Yeah, I didn't see.
Wait, he got the Detroit jacket on?
He got the Detroit jacket on. Yes,
God.
yeah. You know what I mean? So he's still a cop, and I guess he's back in Beverly Hills.
He
and
made lieutenant, a captain,
actually,
inspector, nothing.
Like I said, I don't know the storyline. I don't know anything about it, but salute to Eddie Murphy just recreating stuff, just getting checks. You know, oh, you're gonna pay me? Oh yeah, it can be terrible, but y'all still got to pay me.
Here we go. So, Joseph Gordon-Levitt is going to be in the movie as well.
Oh, that's the young boy from he was in that last Batman. You know,
he was in The Dark Knight Returns. He was in Inception.
Yeah, he was in Inception. He was Arthur. Yeah. Everybody, I know him. Yeah. Okay, all right. No, I didn't see I just saw the pictures of him in the snow, but they said it was, he was, they basically was setting it like he was in Detroit, and then they'll probably go back to Beverly Hills to solve a crime.
And you should like this. Somebody named Taylor Page.
That's the girl that's in that Kendrick Lamar video.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. She'll be in the movie as well.
Yeah, she's funny looking, but yeah, I know her. She's been and she was in that movie with Pop Smoke, that Boogie, the basketball movie. She was in that movie too. Yeah. Okay, all right. Then that's the cast. Okay, all right.
Taylor's throwing darts today.
Man, what? If she's funny looking, that's not a slight. She's just funny looking.
She's cute. I pulled up
she
the
just
picture.
might be funny looking to him.
Yeah, she's just funny looking.
Like to me, he might just mean to me she just looked funny.
It's just funny looking to me. Yeah, that's all.
I hear you.
That's all. Taylor loves, well, not loves, but all I got to tell you, somebody getting deleted. And everybody remembers little Ashley from Beyond Scared Straight. Oh, she was talking that gangster stuff up in the jail and everything like that. Well, she's out of here. R.I.P. to little Ashley. She was on World Star fighting, doing all the crazy stuff. Everybody remembers little Ashley from Beyond Scared Straight. Everybody was cheering. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what's up. What's up? Well, they found her dead in an abandoned house. You know what I mean? So y'all was piping that girl up, being disrespectful and being gang affiliated and all that stuff. And she's dead right now. So yeah, I mean, she died last week and in an abandoned house at 23, 24 years old. So shame on you people for gassing that girl up 10, 11 years ago on World Star. She was fighting people and you guys were cheering for her. Yeah, just remember, every time somebody went viral on Scared Straight, I was like, yeah, that kid is bad. Yeah. Well, she's gone now. She's dead. You know what I mean? So she lost some kind of way. She was in an abandoned house with another girl, and they locked her up. So yeah. All y'all that was piping her up. Yeah, she's bad. Yeah, well, she's dead. So
wow,
that's a shame. You know what I mean? Talking about some. She said to the producer, yeah, everybody been locked up. The producer said, no, Ashley, no, everyone has not been arrested. She said, really? That's how special she was. You know what I mean? Her mom was crying. I don't know. There was no father up in the house. You know what I mean? But we're not gonna go down that road. But yeah, she's gone. Yeah. R.I.P. And now this story, I didn't want to talk about it, but it came out on Thursday, maybe Wednesday or Thursday.
I hope.
And then Friday, I saw the footage, and it was very, very disturbing of Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish.
Lord.
A disturbing video that was online for a while, and they took it off in 2018. But salute to whoever put it back up online. That was gross. I can't believe I watched that. That was nasty. You know what I mean? So,
I saw
the stills.
No. I saw the news update, like the highlight or
what
whatever.
Happened?
I didn't watch the video.
No,
but I heard it's not a good look.
I'm just going to tell you the name of the video. The video was called "Through the Eyes of a Pedophile." Now this was all the way back in 2013. So Tiffany Haddish, she's on the come up, and Ari Spears, we all know Ari Spears is from Mad TV. He plays an old man. Tiffany Haddish come downstairs with a 7-year-old boy with some underoos on, and then she said, "I gotta go out," and they're just playing. They're just joking around. I gotta go somewhere. So she leaves the house, and of course the uncle, played by Ari Spears, is just really, it's just disgusting, man. He's got these eyes looking through the newspaper. He's looking at the little. It's gross, man. It's disgusting, and the little boy is in underoos. It's nasty, man. It's nasty.
Oh, no.
And of course, Ari Spears gotten some trouble last week with Lizzo.
Saying some fly stuff about Lizzo.
Yeah, and then I guess Illuminati lined him up, and he and then he's, well, I don't know if he's canceled, but it's a bad look.
I just seen him say some fly stuff about the Jigga Man.
Yeah,
he said the Jigga Man needs to cut the dreads off. He's already an unattractive nigga.
Well, Jigga Man must have pressed the button because this video's out, and you can't play with the Jigga Man. This video is disgusting. Ari Spears actually jumps in the tub with the little boy with his clothes on. It's gross.
God.
It's one of the. I can't believe this was even on the internet. I think it was supposed to be for that Funny or Die website, but I don't think it ever came out. Now, I think the mother did sue. She sued them, but now the kids are grown right now. I think the girl, there's another video. I didn't see this video where Tiffany Haddish is teaching the little girl, I'll just say, how to perform some type of a sexual act on a sandwich. I didn't see that one. I was mad that I saw the Ari Spears. The Ari Spears one is gross. And the little boy, he has no idea what's going on. And they said, well, what happened? The little girl, who's 22 years old, right, but she said she was 15 at the time. She said they were separated and they were lied to, saying you're going to do something for Nickelodeon, but there's nothing funny or even little kiddie about it. This is like very gross. You know what I mean? So, and it's not, like I said, it's not online. You really have to search. But I'm mad that I saw it. It's nasty, and somebody should be in handcuffs for that. That's not funny.
I'm glad I didn't see it.
I don't like seeing little kids. That was gross.
That's disgusting.
That was gross. I don't like that. I don't know if Tiffany Haddish is going to get in trouble. Ari Spears, that was nasty. You know what I mean? That was weird.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But yeah, both of those guys are in trouble, and I would advise that you don't see nothing like that. But it was very. I know they're trying to be funny, but there was nothing funny about that, and I'm glad they scrubbed the video. And whatever they sue for, they should get it. 'Cause a lot of people were saying, no, it's not true, and within them saying it's not true, the video came out literally like hours later. So a lot of people were just saying that, like, no, just because people just say stuff and they feel, and they feel traumatized and they feel like saying it. Yeah, like remember, this was like 8 or 9 years ago. So she's a grown woman now. She says she can't even have a girlfriend, like a boyfriend. She's confused. She's like traumatized by that when she was 14, 15 years old. So
oh my goodness.
Now when you come 20, 30 years later, I don't know about all that. But if you come within the time frame, you know what I mean? She says she's traumatized. This was in 2014 and it's 2012 now. And she says she's suing and I think they should deserve to get paid. The little boys would be 15 years old right now, but it was gross. It was a gross. I don't even know what made them even feel cool to even do that. But they lied to the mother, that's a no-no. You don't lie to a mother and say, "Oh, we're gonna use your kids for Nickelodeon," and then there's some disgusting weirdo stuff. And R. Kelly was playing in the background too. It was just the video. The video wasn't even funny. I was like, "Yo, this is not funny. This is weird." You know what I mean? So yeah. Have you seen? Have you heard? Those two are about to they're gonna have to pay. And I think Tiffany Haddish is actually overseas.
10 toes down. With the R. Kelly in the background.
Yeah, with the R. Kelly playing in the background, my mind's telling me no with some little boy. I said, "Oh, Lord have mercy." Yeah,
all
just
right.
gross.
Well, we done with that.
I got one.
What's going on, E?
Have you seen or have you heard about that Stacey Dash I got sober video and she
didn't know DMX was yeah.
But did you see her personally?
No, I didn't see the video. I saw
she looks.
I read
like
the story and I saw a still.
I thought she was lying. I thought she was capping. Yeah, I don't believe
her video.
I don't believe her.
No, but did you see her complexion now?
Oh yeah, she's like she's like a white woman.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, she's on that powder too. She kind of admitted to on that thing of being on something. Yeah, I mean, but if you're saying you're on something, pills.
Stacey's on that Michael Jackson.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Vibe.
I wouldn't be surprised if she was on that.
She definitely got the Michael Jackson joint.
Because I remember last year when she was, I think she got caught on what's that? The camera that the cops wear.
Body cam.
The body cam. Her white husband kicked her out the house, and her daughters, his daughters, were saying she was on that powder. Get her up out of here. They were snitching. They were snitching on her. The white man said, "I don't want you," because I think her last 2 or 3 husbands have been white. They don't want her. You know what I mean? Christopher Williams, he didn't want her back in the day. You know what I mean? So
Christopher Williams.
Yeah. Because I'm dreaming. He had her first way back in the day. Yeah, I saw that video. I just don't find her interesting. I never thought she was hot. You know what I mean? But salute to people that saying that she was clueless. I thought that was cute.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I just seen it. It's sad to watch. Watch you go to get to that.
I just thought she was what they call that's clout chasing.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for Have You Seen, Have You Heard? So now we'll get into the common sense space. And our common sense space topic this week is: can you ever make a woman happy in a relationship?
And what did I base this off of?
This was inspired by news that came out just last week that the great Tom Brady,
the GOAT, there's no question that he's the GOAT, the best quarterback ever.
His old lady, one Gisele Bundchen, is leaving him or left him
or something.
Left the compound, packed up her stuff, and said, "I'm out." Apparently, the news of his unretirement was just too much to handle. And she said, "I can't do it no more. I got to go."
I can't take it no more.
As if it's going to be a divorce or it's a break or it's a split. I don't know. I don't dabble in other people's relationships. But
I just saw the story and I was amazed. I couldn't believe it. This is the white GOAT. And mind you, remember, he took about 8, 9, 10 days off prior to this. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he took off because of this. They kind of covered up. Remember when they said, "Oh, he told us he was going to do this," but I thought that was a lie too. I think it was because of her. And mind you, this man literally took. Remember when he signed that big Under Armour deal?
Yeah,
he let her come in and model some of the stuff with her, so she got a check along with him getting the check. And they had like some female male line with the body, the cat suits and stuff like that. That some of the NFL, with the tights, and she was in the line.
Listen, man.
He gave her that. You know what I mean?
Taylor said it best last week. She's not going to find another Tom Brady.
There's no other Tom Brady's out there.
It's not going to happen. There's no other Tom Brady's out here in this world. It's not going to happen.
Oh, my God, man.
But this led to our topic, which is, can you ever make a woman happy in a relationship? And I will start it off, and my answer is no. Like for a period of time, maybe you're able to satisfy some things. You're able to, keep her in good spirits and things like that. But at the end of the day, happiness has to come within yourself. Just like self-esteem, just like, certain good traits that you develop, they have to come from within. And that's how happiness is. If you can't make yourself happy, ain't nobody else gonna be able to make you happy neither. So at the end of the day, I don't think it's possible. I don't think you could do it. Chris Rock had a bit once upon a time where he was talking about how you can't make a woman happy. He said you could a woman with a diamond and she would get mad and say the diamonds are cloudy.
I remember that joke.
Like, it's just, I saw something on TikTok, matter of fact, a couple of weeks ago, and it was talking about this. It was a bunch of women at like a conference.
Yep.
And there was this woman on the stage, and she was talking about this imaginary building that women go to find their man or to find their mate.
Yeah.
And on each floor of the building, you get to a different level of guy.
Okay.
Whether it's better or it's worse, you don't really know until you get to the next level. But
no, it actually gets better. So it starts out like he's a really great guy, down to earth, and then he likes kids. And then when you get to the he works hard and he's a great guy.
But if you choose to go up a level, you can't go back.
Right.
You can only go higher.
Right.
Okay.
So if you go to the first level, like E said, he's a nice guy, he likes kids, continue.
And then if you like the next level, he's a great guy, he likes kids, he does work around the house. And then the next level is he's a great guy, he likes kids, he looks fantastic, and he works hard and, has a great job. And then it just, to the fifth floor, it's like this ultimate man. Mm-hmm. Like, he looks like Adonis. He got a fat pocket.
He kills it in bed.
He loves children. And he does work around the house, and he's attentive.
And then there's a level above that.
And then there's
the level above that, they say that this is the level for
This
women.
is level 6.
Yeah.
You're the 380th million visitor to this floor. There's nothing left because women can never be satisfied.
Exactly.
So basically, everyone was at the top.
So the point is, all the women in the crowd raised their hand to go to the next level each time until they got to the top level to find out that it wasn't nothing better.
That's what I'm about to say. I said it should have been empty up there.
Exactly. it was nothing but other women up there upset because they got to the top level and it wasn't getting nothing better than that.
They didn't win past Fabio with millions of dollars in his pocket, or Usher, or whoever y'all think is handsome. Y'all don't. I think I can get better than that, man. That's a shame.
And that's my answer to that question. So no.
Oh my God.
Ultimately, you cannot do it.
Well, I'm gonna put it to me, and then I'm gonna put it out to what everything is. See, the thing with me, I know what it is to be in love with another woman. You have to basically love that person more than technically do you love yourself. That's how. But the thing is with me, I can't love nobody more than myself, which means that I can't. There's no way in the world that I can just be with a woman and just always trying to like, I got a new, I got to go up higher. I'm like this is like this is an unattainable goal. Like I can be, like you said, I can be the $10 million man, and you still I could be making Will Smith money, but I can be getting Jada Pinkett an attitude at the house. You know what I mean? So no,
10
absolutely,
million Taylor,
exactly. Yeah, look at Tyrese. Tyrese was saluting his wife for 10 years, and she kicked him to the curb. And now he's in the courtroom arguing with some white man. I think that
because he bought his daughter a car.
His other daughter, right? His oldest daughter, something like that.
He bought one of his daughters a car.
Yeah,
and it's a very expensive car. She's like 15 or 16 or something like that.
Yeah, and he has a daughter with this new woman. I don't know if she's black or white or I don't know what she is. Some type of I know how these love these yellow skin joints. You know what I mean? But they're the most diabolical. And she kicked his ass to the curb. And now and I'm telling you, he was bigging her up. Like I remember he would call to the Breakfast Club and big up his wife, and he was bigging her up. He was doing everything he did, and she kicked it. And mind, this man makes a lot of money with those Fast and the Furious movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she kicked that dark black bastard to the curb. You know what I mean? Like you can't. It's just. I mean, I hate to use people that we see every day, but you can't make them happy. Like I don't know. I mean, Bill Gates got divorced. You know what I mean? All Bill Gates was doing, he was going to Hilton Head, messing with some chick that looked like she didn't look like nothing, and his wife couldn't handle that. Like, it wasn't like she was some dime. She was just some chick, and she said, no, I'm straight. And then didn't Jeff Bezos?
Bezos, the richest man in the world,
she left
got
him
a divorce
for some teacher, a teacher from around Pennsylvania. It happens, yeah. So you can't. I don't think you can't ever make them happy. But when you go into the relationship, you have to know that you're never going to make them happy. These females are jealous of their own shadow. They're very like, they think someone's always coming. They could be the most beautiful woman in the world, and they always feel like there's someone else. So you can never make them happy. But if you go into a relationship like that, knowing what it is, you just can't tell the woman that. You'll be fine. But I mean, Taylor would rather not. Taylor likes a quiet house. I can't do with the I didn't do this and I didn't do that. What? I just did something last week. No, that was last week. This week, I can't take it no more. You got to go.
What I will say though is currently in my relationship all is well, and I do make my girlfriend happy.
That's great.
But that's now. Mm-hmm. Where we'll be at in the future, I can't 100% tell you, but all is good.
No one knows. I don't think she knows.
Salute to the left.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I believe that both of your answers are correct.
Yeah,
but I am going to give you one of the greatest reasons why you'll never make a woman happy. It'll never happen, not as a man, because there are conditions that come with that, and I just don't know. It goes way back to things that I'm not going to get into now. But listen, there's one big enemy that no one ever accounts for with a woman, and it's called one of our biggest enemies as men: boredom. And let me explain.
Oh, I just heard this.
And I don't know where you heard it, but I'm just telling you from listen.
I just saw it, but I'll talk about it after you talk.
When like you can go to work, you have to have a balance of I need some excitement in my life. I need something done. Sometimes it's more than a little bit of attention. Women need to be stimulated.
Yep.
And if they pardon my French, if they're sitting around, they have nothing to do.
Yep.
I mean, it's crazy because even Britney made a song and it goes bored with nothing to do. I could bring a sack, we could smoke in two, but it basically just shows like when they're dangerous when they're bored, man. Mm-hmm. They're very dangerous when they're bored. And I had to come to learn that. It's scary. Pardon my French again.
Gotta keep that spice in your life.
I'm telling you right now, if you're a man and you can be in a really great relationship, and that's cool. But if they start telling you, I'm bored, pay attention. That's the first warning. Pay attention. Because once they start getting bored,
it's downhill.
It's usually, and I mean, they might figure something out if you're in a strong relationship.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of women of today aren't built like the women of yesterday.
No.
Remember the women of yesterday, they used to have the husbands that worked at the factory.
Yep.
Sun up to sundown, never came home, didn't really say too many words.
Mm-hmm.
They raised the kids. They knew the dad was tough. The mom was tough.
No.
But see, that has dissipated. And now you have generations of women who don't know how to deal with boredom. Mm-hmm. And we're usually the ones that's going to suffer on the back end because you can't do enough. Money, cars, clothes, you're never going to do enough.
No.
And to the point where they either chunk out and they can't do too much, and then they're happy with them. You know what I'm saying?
They can get a player, or somebody that play, play professional sports, and they can say, "Oh, I'm bored." But you up in a $1 million house with $1,000 slippers on your feet.
It means nothing. I'm telling you.
Like I said, but they're still bored as a woman that's in, I don't know, Arkansas somewhere with a husband that works, every day making 70, 80,000. They got this. They feel like they're just saying, "Oh, I'm bored."
Yeah.
She's in the millions and she's in the thousands, and they both bored. But the story that I was going to tell was I was in Atlanta last week, and I'll just say it was a group of people, and the girl said the same thing. I don't want to be bored. I was like, we was like, what? Like, so would you? So and then I was making a joke. I said, you probably rather have a guy come in and knock you upside the head. And I was joking. No, I didn't mean like that. And I said, but I was just joking. I was like, but I know a lot of girls that will stay with guys that'll just say come in the house. Well, I don't say come in the house, but they'll be brawling and stuff like that. But that's exciting to them. I do know girls like that.
Some people just like the drama.
Yeah,
I met this dude once upon a time. And I was like, yo, I can't be in like one relationship. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, I just like the drama. I like chicks that snap on me and that kirk on me and all these other kind of things. And I was like, oh, that's deep. Like, that's the opposite of me.
Yeah,
I want stuff to be smooth sailing and cool. But yeah, it's people out there like that, and there's definitely women out there like that just want to be in the middle of the mix.
Yeah, but just like he said, the joint, not joint, but the women back in the day, like our mothers or stuff like that.
Yeah, grandmoms, great grandmoms. It was different.
Yeah,
it was way different.
Those days are way gone.
Nah.
And hold up, there's one more thing that I gotta warn the fellas about. When your woman has girlfriends, especially girlfriends that do a lot, watch out. Because you may inadvertently suffer the repercussions of that if you ain't on your game.
Especially if they single.
Even if you're in a relationship.
And if they don't like you.
No, yeah. And even if you're in a relationship.
Yeah. No, if you're in a relationship, they're going to try to ruin it because...
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like I said, women are jealous of their own shadow.
No,
right?
well, yeah. But I'm just saying this. You just be wary of the girlfriends that do the trips and the girlfriends that do what they deem a lot of but they'll be doing a lot of but they always doing it alone.
Yeah.
While you still in a relationship with somebody. But that's a different story. But just be wary. I'm just telling you, as a G, experience is a mother. So take it how you want.
All right.
Now they can be, if they're happy and they're happy with you, you might be in there now, but you still got to watch for them boredoms, and you still got to keep it spicy. I'm just telling you right here, because it don't matter if you Tyrese or the richest billionaire in the world. Once a woman starts to feel neglected in any type of way, it's usually you are on a ski slope. Okay,
you got to open your ears, man. You got to listen to your females out here.
Listen to them.
Listen to what she got to say. If she start telling you it's getting bad, then you need to know it's getting bad. If you care. There's some dudes out here that don't care. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They got 1, 2, 3, 4.
The next one.
That's, I'm saying they're not worried about none of that.
Yeah, some of them going. Like I said, I can dig T.
Absolutely. I was literally just about to say, Taylor is 100% honest.
You know what?
And Taylor's like, listen, I know that to be successful in this situation, I have to put that other person before me. And I'm not willing to do that.
Not to say that one day T might not meet somebody that's going to rock block.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
Because I just know how this life work. I know how this stuff goes. And it's one day you chilling, single, happy, spending money, buying kicks, and then you just meet somebody that blows your mind. And it happens. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, there was a lot of lonely women, but some women just have this canning shit you just meet because, God play games like that sometimes. Mm-hmm. Sometimes he like, you know what? I wonder it's going to be interesting when I put these two together and bam. So it may happen one day, but until that day, Do your thing, Playboy, and I appreciate it. You know, I got to give you the applause for that, man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us don't do that. But be honest. I be telling young boys, man, you be shocked how far honesty would get you. If you like, instead of playing games,
if you tell the truth. Oh my God! And I think that's why another wrong season. I don't know how to lie in relationships. I tell the truth.
How many women would love to hear you come up to them smoothly, like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Yep. I've been watching you. I fantasize about you. I want you so bad. Like, I really dig you. I gotta have you. Like, and look them in the eye and be dead serious. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Because they know, women know whether they want to give you some cheeks when they see you within the first couple minutes the same way. And if she with it, she with it. And if not, she know you serious though. I'm telling you, what you got to lose? It's so many women. Young boys be acting like the one. There's only just one. I don't know.
No, you got to shoot your shot. Go out here and shoot your shot. Do what you got. I don't care if you go 3 for 50. You know
I know some people might think that's a little over the top, but this is. Listen, I've always gotten far being honest.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. You're like, listen, I'm not going to sit here and waste your time. I wasn't ignorant, like, yo, can I come stick my meat in your butt? Like, on some stuff like that. But I'll tell a lady back in the day, like, yo, I'm not going to waste your time. But I'm young. I'm out here to have a good time. I'm very attracted to you. And I just want, I'm trying to have some fun. And you be surprised. But instead of the, yo, I'm about to take care of you and pay your cell phone bill. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna have to worry about nothing when you dealing with the kid, yo. When you dealing with the kids, you ain't gonna have nothing to worry about. Got you. When y'all be gaslighting them and y'all want to call them crazy.
Nope.
You was like, yo, I put the whole jaw on there, yo. She was going crazy. See?
I tell them the truth. I said, girl, I'm crazy. You trying to take this ride? I don't lie. I do not lie. So when it goes to shit, I told you from the door I was crazy.
My fault, Mike. I didn't mean to take up so much time, man.
Yeah.
I apologize for that.
Tell them the truth, right? Tell them right from the door.
But I took a little time, too much time. I'm supposed to be on the boards, but just watch yourself, gents. At the end, no. I just don't believe. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it takes. I'm still learning, bro. I don't know what it takes. I'm not going to beat myself up over it, though. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Nope.
No, sir.
I'll just say that. If you can't figure out, like, because I be knowing a lot of young boys, man, I don't know what to do. Yo, stop beating yourself up. It's not your fault. We're not programmed like that, dude.
I don't believe in beating yourself up over nothing.
I hope not.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this week's edition of the Common Sense Space. So now we'll get into our second top 5, which was inspired by... Taylor, do you want to tell him?
Yeah, so I was out of town last week and flew down to Atlanta, and I was, I had to take a long drive to South Carolina. So while I was listening to a shuffle, you just listen to anything, and this Jay-Z song came on. I was like, oh, okay, I never heard this joint before. So I make a stop at the rest area, go to the bathroom, get me some, some snack, back on the road, and I just started doing a little research, on a couple of, because I've been driving, so I wasn't really looking at what the news was, and I started seeing people saying that this Jay-Z verse was the best verse that they ever heard, and I was like, oh, really? So I went into my phone and said, I got Spotify, I went to find, and I was like, oh, I just heard this. I said, what I just heard wasn't that special. You know what I mean? So I listened to it again.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't know. Listen, it was on a random, and it just, you listen to something random, and sometimes they'll throw something brand new. You know what I mean?
And you didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
so I listened to it again, and I was like, yeah, this is not it. I mean, I like Jay-Z. Jay-Z's my guy. I grew up on Jay-Z. So I remember when Jay-Z started, and I'm not talking about Ain't No I'm talking about the joint he did with what's the bull's name? Jazz. I remember that stuff. Yeah, I remember that video, and I remember the what's that song he did with he was a feature with Big Daddy Kane and Shaheem and Sauce Money. I remember that. I remember when Jay-Z
he had a joint with Mike Geronimo.
Yeah, I remember Jay-Z as a young boy, and then when we saw the Ain't No I was hating on him. I was like, who is this? You know what I mean? And not knowing that I had seen him, I was hating on him. Anybody I liked, I've hated on him. So when I first heard the track, I was like, And I was like, why are people saying this is the greatest ever? Like, were you guys like sheltered as kids? Like, I've been listening to Jay-Z for like my whole life, and I know his catalog. And I, off the top of my head, I said, there's like 8 songs that are better, or 8 features that are better than this. Not songs. We're not talking about songs.
Not Jay-Z songs.
We're talking about features.
Jay-Z
He's
features.
done, and people don't know, he's done a lot of features from like 1995, 96 to where we're at right now.
You know
he does
what?
a lot of features. A lot.
T, you gotta keep this in. I
dropped the thing. Go ahead.
You gotta account for this.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I told you I had a couple of young guys that come through the studio. And one time, I played Tupac.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, who was that, yo?" And I looked and I was like, "It's Pac. It's Tupac." He was like, "Oh yeah, I heard of him. My dad used to listen to him." So, like, yo, we getting older fast, and these young kids, they're in tune with they like and what's new. So even though now granted, Jay-Z is always going to be a legend to them, like as they heard as like who would be legends to us, like KRS-One.
Yeah.
You know, even though the people or LL, for the generations that just know LL as a rapper, I mean as an actor that used to rap but not know that he was actually one of the greatest that ever done it.
Yeah.
So to them, to young people, it could be exaggeration.
And that was my response, was like, yo, maybe a good amount of people that you're talking about, that you're seeing, are people that were born in the 90s or in the 2000s that know Jay-Z.
These people I saw were around
I was
my
about to say, Taylor said that they was all around like
they're
our
my age. Yeah, like the boy
36, 37,
the boy
38.
B-Dot who does that Rap Radar with Ellen. He's the one that was gassing
Wilson.
up. He's my age. And then DJ Khaled said the same thing. Like, sir, you've had Jay-Z on your a couple of your CDs a couple of times, and it was better. He had a joint last year, so I don't understand you saying about the young people, but a lot of people were. That's what I was saying. Like, these people are my age.
In fact,
these people are older.
Let me ask you a question: if Jay-Z wasn't a billionaire, would he be as relevant as a rapper?
I don't even. I don't even like. I don't know, man. Like Jay-Z. Don't get me wrong.
He had those great albums, but he was not a billionaire. Just say he was like.
I'm of the belief that if he was like $100 millionaire, or like a tens of millionaire at this point in his life, but he still had the body of work that he had. He still had the albums that he put out.
If he was
and
worth
everything
like 60
that.
100. Let's go 100 million.
Yeah,
maybe a little less.
I think there's a good chance that he would still have the amount of influence he has, because he still has the resume.
He has a lot of influence.
He still has the body of work.
Yeah, he has a lot of influence.
Regardless of how much money he has. Like the billion put something else on it.
Listen,
on top.
Okay,
but
all right. Let me maybe.
But with or without the billion, he's still Jay-Z.
Yeah, true that. But like I said, would he still be as relevant? Like, say he wasn't married to Beyonce. Say he was only 100.
Now we just taking everything away.
No, I'm just saying, because sometimes your status can make you a little more relevant than you might actually be. And I'm not taking anything. This is Jay-Z, and I wouldn't dare. Even if they took this, I'm just saying personally, even if they took the stuff that, like, that's going to be, nobody's going to compare. But I just know how young people are, because, I deal with them when I record them. But if, and I'm not saying it through our eyes, but say through the eyes of somebody a little bit younger. If he wasn't married to Beyonce and he wasn't, and he was only 100 million, maybe 100 million in.
What I know about Jay-Z is even though he's one of the most famous rappers and everyone knows who he is, I'll give him this. He does a very good job of keeping himself. Even though he's out there, he's out of the public eye. He's in the public eye, but he's out of the public eye. So I think that's why people like gas him up so much, because even though you could see him at a game and stuff, like he's got like maybe a few interviews. Like I think he did one with David Letterman last year. Right. I think he just did one with Kevin Hart. But after that, he doesn't let people. He
goes back under.
He goes under. Yeah, he doesn't even have an IG page. He had an IG page for like 3 days and he shut it down. Then he opened it back up and then shut it down again. But the only reason he opened it up was before that he had that movie last year. And I think when he put the IG up, he had like 1.3 million, and he just shut it down. You know what I mean? So he knows how to hide. People don't even know what the two twins. People don't even know. I just found out what their names were. I didn't know what their names were. So Jay-Z, even though he's one of the most famous people out there, he does live like, you know what I mean, like a very regular life. I remember somebody he was driving like a Jeep Wrangler for years. You know what I mean? Like he lives even though he's one of the most famous people, he's very regular. So I think people overly gas him up. You know what I mean? When he puts some, yo, this is the greatest thing ever. And I'll be like, yo, I've been listening to Jay-Z since the mid 90s. Like this is not it. Don't get me wrong. I like what he says. He's still better than a lot of people on their best day. Right now at 50, was he 52, 53 years old?
Facts.
He's better than some of these people that are half his age. I'll give him that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this is what I just heard. I wasn't shocked. I wasn't like, oh, this is like, but maybe it's me. Maybe I'm at the age right now where nothing really shocks me anymore. You know what I mean? So maybe it could be just me. But I wasn't like at the top of the moon when I heard this joint. I wasn't. I was like I said, I heard it in a shuffle. I was like, oh, Jay-Z, and I was like, oh, okay, that was cool. And I looked, I said, oh, this is the same joint I just heard. I wasn't even like impressed.
Or are we to a point in our lives where we expect nothing less of Jay-Z?
Or we're at a point where there's so much trash out here that when he puts stuff out, it's beyond everything else. You know what I mean? It could be that. I don't know. Not that everyone's trash, but a lot of stuff out here is just all natted together. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I wasn't impressed with the bars. Like it was cool, you know what I mean? But I just wasn't impressed with what he was saying. I just wasn't. I listened to it at least 4 times. You can call me a hater if you want to. He's got way better stuff than that. Even in the 2000s and the 2010s, you know what I mean? Like this was just, oh, okay, all right, Jay-Z just gave him a verse, you know what I mean? And then you won't hear from Jay-Z for a couple weeks. I don't want to hear Jay-Z put out no more albums. I don't want to hear no more albums from Jay-Z. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to hear them loud. I didn't like
you wasn't with the 444?
The 444 was not good, man. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like I'm like I said, I'm not a Jay-Z D rider. I like Jay-Z. He's one of my favorites, but I can be objective and be like, no, that ain't it, Jay. You know what I mean? Like, no.
That's not what you're here for.
He would probably kick me out the studio. That a hater. Get the out of here.
Oh no.
Take the ace of spade from that. He's a hater. And don't validate his parking either. Get him out of here. I'm not Dame Dash or I'm not those cats just gassing him up. I'd be like, no, dude, that's not it. Jay-Z, no, I'm not. Some people don't even know that Bonnie and Clyde he did with Beyonce. That's not the first one he did.
That's his second Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, he did one before that. Some of y'all don't even know that. Yeah, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know Jay-Z's catalog. That's what just took me. Maybe y'all don't know his catalog like that. Y'all know like what's that joint? What's that song called? Excuse Me, Miss, and all that stuff. That's cute.
Yeah.
But Taylor knows the catalog back in the day.
What's the meaning?
Yeah.
What's the meaning of life?
Y'all don't know nothing about that.
I still have that vinyl.
Yeah.
In fact, and it wasn't even Rockefeller. What was the label? It'll come to me one day. But like, yeah, I go back to vinyl with Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's get to these lists. And since I would typically go first, Taylor, I'll let you go first.
No. Tell what the list is called.
Okay, I'm sorry. We didn't even get to that. Yeah, we was rapping so much. It's going to be top 5 Jay-Z features that are better than God did.
Yeah, we're hating.
No.
It's better than God did. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You want me to start it off?
Yes, sir.
All right, fine. I'll start off with number 5. I mean, I love the For the Fam with Emil and Jay. Emil, Beanie, and what's that girl name? Emil, Beanie, and Memphis Bleak.
Yeah.
You can bull with rap if you want. You know what I mean? Holla at Hov, I'll be in the cut. He was talking beyond like rapping before that. That's 1998. You know what I mean? So where he's at right now, he's beyond that right now. He was talking that back in 1998. Like that's some old stuff. 1998, some of y'all wasn't even born. You still had Similac on your breath. You know what I mean? You was looking out the window waiting for your daddy to come home with your underoos on, looking out the window. You know what I mean? That's how far back I go back with Jay-Z. You know what I mean? So For the Fam, that's those piano. That's dope. You know what I mean? I don't care what no one says. That's one of my favorite joints right there.
Okay.
Number 4, Slim Thug. I ain't heard of that. Now, the song was originally for Jay-Z, but then Slim Thug got on it, and he got on that last verse, and he said, We can go wrist for wrist, check for check. I'm 0 for everything. I'm 6 for 6. Young, I was like, yo, this hard. You know what I mean? Like he was a snap. And remember, that was his song. He gave it to Slim Thug, spit the last verse. Slim Thug spit 3 verses, and he got on the last part. I don't think it's online, but that song is hard. You know what I mean? With that Pharrell beat, come on, man. Like
that beat is hard.
Jay-Z is the truth, man. Like just off a feature. You know what I mean? Like I'm just talking like this was hotter than that guy did stuff. Y'all can go back and listen to this. Listen to what he is, what my man is saying, man. It's pure. It's like poetry. You know what I mean? Number 3, Sauce Money pregame. Come on, man.
I had that in there.
Yo, man, I tried to take it off, but I couldn't take it off, man. I couldn't take it off pregame. That song was hard.
Man comes on talking happy.
Yo, he sounded like he was angry. You know what I mean?
Did sound like he was angry.
Yeah, I mean, Jay-Z is usually a laid back dude.
Calm,
yeah.
Like he's chilling.
Man.
Yeah. No, on that joint, he sounded like he had something going on.
I love that joint.
That was on the Belly soundtrack.
The Belly soundtrack, but I think that there's a longer version on Sauce Money's album.
Okay.
Well, Sauce Money spent 2 more verses. I mean, I guess Sauce Money heard like, no, I can't let this, because they grew up together. Sauce Money, I'm not letting this nigga ride.
I can't let that go.
But yeah, that pregame joint, that joint is hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes. No, that was number 3, right?
Yep.
All right, where we at? Number 2. Number 2. I mean, people love him and Biggie, the first one. Taylor's a big I Love the Dough fan. I'm sorry, man. I actually thought that Biggie got Jay-Z on the first one.
Yeah.
On Brooklyn's
Finest, yeah.
But I think Jay-Z this was more of Jay-Z's lane. I love the dough more than Wild Jigga Bags. I love that song. You know what I mean? Like, if you play that song right now, you are going to roll your windows down and just have a smile on your face. That's one of them songs that just make you feel good. I remember when me and my father had bought me that bootleg, and we played that song. My father was like, yeah, this joint is hard. You know what I mean?
Man.
So, and my pop, older than me, he's not really into rap. He's like, no, this joint is hard. Yo, that was one of my favorite joints. I love the dough.
That's one of them joints that just I want to get some bread and just ride around and listen to that joint.
I love that song, man. So I love the dough. That feature then that's the last thing they recorded together was I love the dough. I love that song, man. I love the dough is one of them classic joints. You know what I mean?
Love that song.
I messed up. You know what I mean? I meant to put this one number 1, but I'll redo it. But number 1 is he did a joint with Rick Ross and Dr. Dre called 3 Kings.
3 Kings?
Yo, come on, man.
God forgives, I don't.
Jay-Z was spitting on that joint. Shouted out Max B. I was like, yo, man.
Yeah, he did.
My niggas, I used to shop at TJ Maxx in 83. I was like, dang, I think when I heard that song, I was going to TJ Maxx. I said, you gonna make me bang a U-turn. I don't even want to go there no more. I had a grill in 88. Y'all niggas is late. I was like, yo, it's hard, man. Like, yo, like he always was before his time with the fashion and all that stuff. Yeah, man. Yo, he just went off, man. Like, I love that song. And the crazy thing was he was stopping and then starting back up. Like, that's how hot that is, man. Like, you can tell, like, when people say he don't write rhymes, they think he's dead serious. You can hear it in his rhyme. He'll stop and start back up. Like, he's thinking off the top of his head. Like, Jay-Z is a magnificent rapper. Anytime he did guest features, it was hard. And that's one of my favorite ones, 3 Kings. I think that was in 2012. That was hard, man. I think that was way better than what he spit the other day. Listen to that joint. Mm-hmm. That joint was hard, man. Yeah, so that's my number 1. 3 Kings, the Jay-Z, it was Rick Ross,
Jay-Z, and Dr. Dre.
And who knows? Jay-Z could have wrote Dr. Dre stuff. You know what I mean? For all we know, or maybe Rick Ross. So he had to do double time on that song. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's my joint. 3 Kings. Man, I love that song, man.
All right, bet. Well, I'm gonna get to mine. At number 5, I have a joint that he did, which was kind of like a shock to the world with Cameron. It was on Come Home With Me. Welcome to New York City.
Yeah, that's a New York classic.
I'm a BK brawler, Marshall Projects Hallway Yarder. Pure Coke Copper, get your order up. That joint is hard. Number 4, I'm going to take it to a crew joint he did with his homie and Siegel. It's Bleak, Hypnotic.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Real smooth beat. I'm a smoker, and he comes on and says, pass the Dutchie if you was ill. And then later on the joint, why am I here? The question overwhelms me. I am a gangster. Dr. Mouth, you couldn't help me. Around the time Sopranos was out. I am a thinker. My mind fixes all that ails me. The perfect ellipsis. I trust minds that will never fail me. That joint was hard. Number 3, I got to take it to a joint that's super hard. I'm surprised Taylor didn't have it on his list, but it's DMX, The Blackout.
Yeah, he went off on that joint.
I sleep whole winters, wake up and spend
Cold
summers.
He went off.
Get up, putting up Will Smith numbers.
He went so hard on that DMX cut his shit short. Because remember, DMX just rapped and just stopped. Like, he's like, I'm done. I can't compete with that.
Yeah, like how do you start your verse like that?
Yeah, that was crazy. He started off with mother effer. That's the first thing he said. Damn, we going there, huh? All right.
Taking it to the abyss, as Taylor would say.
Yeah, he definitely did, man. Damn.
Number 2, I got another joint that he did with Rick Ross, but it's the original Maybach music.
Yeah, that joint was hard. That just missed my list. People don't even know that the original Maybach music was him and Jay-Z. That's how I know the squares, man.
I'm like G-Rap with better transportation on the road to the riches. Reach my final destination in a lead, closer to a lid. Say a prayer, hope I'd see it when I disappear from here, baby, yet.
He went off on that joint.
The entendres
have
been there for a
chilling
long
in my
time.
Maybach. They track episode been doing this since way back.
Yep.
Since way back. Yo, that joint was hard, yo. That was a beautiful song.
And the beat was hard.
Beat was crazy,
that was
man.
the premiere of the Maybach music.
That joint was a beautiful song.
Yeah, man.
That was a beautiful song. Yeah.
I'm gonna finish it up with number 1. I gotta take it to South Philly. I gotta do a Beanie Siegel joint, and it's gotta be It's On. The reason why we're leading the pack, because it's a marathon. You start off slow, then you're wheezing in the back. So even if I slack, I got enough leeway to put out the reason from the Mac. Philadelphia freeway, and I'm back. Without leaving, I'm here. You can't see him. Gave you the blueprint, but you can't be him. So no matter what you've been told or the records you sold, deep inside you know that it's only one hole.
Come on, man. Now you trying to tell me that what you just heard last week is better than that?
Come on, man.
This like the whole point of his list was we're regurgitating what he said almost 20 years ago, and we're in 2022, and you're telling me that what you're going to remember what he just said right here 5 years from now.
Hey,
some of these bars we're spitting are over 20 years old.
Don't forget, even though what we do is wrong.
When me and Taylor was first talking about this joint,
that's how hot this list is.
That was when I brought up.
We've left off other joints. Hove never slacking, man. Sipping in the black rain. Something. I was like, yo, this nigga just going
Getting
off,
ghost
man.
like Pac-Man.
Getting ghost like
Pac-Man. I got a neck to get
what?
that change. We the other black gang.
ROC bang like T-Mac. I was like, yo.
Air it out. Gotta kill witnesses. Free beer sticking out. Y'all don't want to witness.
These are features.
Breeze by you like Louisiana, man.
These are featured. These aren't on his album. These are featured. He's giving to other people. He's giving his best bars to other people. You know what I mean?
He snapped on that JD joint, Money and a Thing.
Yeah, because that was technically Jay-Z's song, but I think it was on one of Jay-Z's album as a bonus cut. But yeah, it was a JD song.
Yeah, we're like E and Taylor said, we're leaving joints off.
We're leaving joints off. Like, don't get mad at me. I don't love my cuff, my taste, my duck, my hitting with another one. You had to see. You ain't calling me JC when you was on my dick. Family, I'm taking over your chick, taking over your chick. I'm with your sofas. I was like, yo, yo, I got my feet up on your sofas, man. I said, yo. Disrespectful.
Coming home edition, maybe soda can.
Yo, like that was his song. He gave it to Bleak, and he still killed that joint. That wasn't even his song. He's like, yo, Bleak, just take this joint. I'll still keep my features. And oh my god, while you up at home, who was up with me? Room 1 to a hotel balcony. The truth, you know what I mean? So we're taking it back to 20 some odd years, and here y'all are in 2022 riding this man's penis. Y'all need to stop this, man. This is sad, man.
And it's funny we're talking about him giving up songs that he had that were his to other people because
that's how hot he is.
Because in the news a couple of weeks ago they was talking about 50 Cent and Game in the documentary situation, how 50 Cent gave Game a couple of tracks for that. And we're seeing that before that even happened, Jay-Z was giving up tracks too.
Giving tracks to people. I know people get mad at him for taking track, but he gave more than he took. You know what I mean? From my eyes, he was giving like, oh, you can have this. You know what I mean? Slim Thug, you can have that. You know what I mean? Fab, you can have this. You can have this. Beanie, you can have this. Y'all can have these tracks. You know what I mean? And I'll get back at you. That's how hot he gives away a gold or a platinum singles to people, and he still puts out. And these are just features. We're not even talking about this album stuff yet. We might do that list far beyond, you know what I mean? But these are features he's done with people, and he just killed it.
Although, since we are talking about this particular topic, and I did bring up Cameron earlier, I got to bring up something that I heard recently in a Cameron interview. He said that he was tight with Kanye for a little while because he met Kanye before the Rockefeller situation. Yeah. And Kanye had played some beats for him or whatever.
Yeah, Kanye was cool with Mace when he was doing the Mace, that Harlem World stuff.
Yep. Yeah. And he heard one of the beats, and he was like, yo, I love this joint. Let me get this joint. He wrote to that joint. He had everything lined out. 2 weeks later, He turns on the radio and he hears H
Izzo.
to the Izzo,
Yeah.
V to the Izzy.
At that point, Jay-Z can just do what that was 2001. Jay-Z was on that Gorilla stuff.
Exactly.
I'm not
And
mad
I
at
mean-
him. I'm not mad at him for that.
And if you in Kanye's situation, you played it for Cam,
What
he
he gonna
wants
do?
it. You play it for Jay-Z, he said he wants it.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
It's
You-
gonna go to Jay.
Exactly, yeah.
But-
I'm pretty sure that happens a whole lot. You have a song for somebody else, and they just wipe you out and put somebody else on it. You just got to take the L.
Yeah, that happened. It happened.
Nothing wrong with that.
Happened to Puff.
Yeah, it happens to a lot of people.
Happens
yeah.
to a lot of them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, okay. So that's going to do it for our second edition of Top 5. Top 5 Jay-Z features that are better
Y'all need to stop. Y'all
than
should,
God did.
y'all should be
ashamed
y'all
of
should be
yourself.
ashamed of yourself.
Y'all need to relax talking about that was his stop it.
That was cool and all, but no, he's got way better. I didn't even talk about the joint he did with Dead Prez. Oh my God.
Ooh, yeah.
The Hell Yeah remake. Come on, man. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, man.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy.
Not to take anything away from this particular verse because he was spitting, he was talking that stuff, but
Man, it wasn't hot. Y'all don't.
but he's has been.
If y'all
he's
think
had better.
y'all think that's his best, then y'all not Jay-Z fans. Y'all just y'all groupies. Y'all don't know his catalog.
You're as they like to call casual.
You was probably when you was like 9, 10, 11 years old. Your parents wouldn't even let you listen to Jay-Z because you was a little square. You couldn't listen to stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean, when you have parents like me, you know what I mean, said that my parents would tell me from the door, don't believe anything you hear. You know what I mean? Just make sure. They would actually give me parental advisory before I listen to parental advisory stuff. That's what your parents are supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They did that. They don't believe none of them. Taylor, your daddy's the man. Now go on in the bedroom and listen to Tupac or whoever, Memphis Bleak, whoever. You go listen to niggas. But Taylor, I'm the man. All right. Thank you, Daddy. Bye bye.
All right. Well, we're gonna finish up this week's episode with Mike's Minutes, and I'm gonna keep it real light this week. I just want to give a big salute, shout out, bring awareness to this man that I read about this past week. His name is Moses West. Have you guys heard of him?
You gonna tell me?
Moses West invented a machine. He's a black man. He invented a machine that turns air into drinking water.
Oh, okay, all right.
Turns air into drinking water. He already has patents. He has federal contracts. He has stuff going on. He's known, and he's been doing this for a while. He has a couple of his machines that turn air into drinking water set up in a few areas. There's one in the United States. I think it's in Flint. There's one, and there's two that are in other countries.
Okay.
But after reading a couple of weeks ago about the situation with the drinking water in Jackson, Mississippi, and there's problems with drinking water all over the world, for someone like this to step up and come up with an idea like this, first to see it in their head and then make it a reality and actually be, in the midst of making that happen. He's a hero. He's doing big things, and I definitely want to salute him from the show and make sure everybody who listens is aware that there's a man out here who is able to do this, figure this out. And, that's going to do it for my little bit of slice of the show this week. And that's going to do it for Season 5, Episode 1. We appreciate y'all for stopping in, checking us out, listening to what we got to babble and talk about up here a little bit.
Season 5.
Y'all been with us 4 seasons. Well, hopefully y'all been with us 4 seasons. If not, you've been with us as long as you've been with us, and we've been doing it for 5 seasons.
Season 5.
This is officially episode number 83. So, we keep doing it, and we're going to keep doing it. Follow us on Twitter and IG at Sleep Is For You. That's S.L.E.E.P.I.S, the number 4, Y-O-U. Check out episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, Podbean, Samsung Podcast, Player FM, or YouTube. Look out for sleepisforyou.com. If you have not already visited the site, you can get links to the show there, to the different platforms that we're on. You can see pictures of Taylor and myself if you don't follow us on IG. If you're curious to know what we look like. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us, Taylor. Anything else you want to say to the people?
No, man. Y'all get ready for the football season. That's all I got to say, man. It's here.
Football is upon us. E, anything else you want to say to the people?
Be safe. It's all good. Baby. It's all good.
All right now. Well, again, we appreciate y'all support. We appreciate y'all listening. Y'all stay up, stay safe. Water.
Yeah. We back. Yeah.
The GP will see you now.
Look, free to return to that emo rap. Ain't no kilo stash. Augustine's son had to reload that. Daddy gone, but his legacy strong. How do you figure? I too thought I'd be dead, all things considered, but I'm living, thriving and growing, fighting opponents that I'm with it. Striving to know who died for the lowest, don't you get it? The industry hope is trying to control us, I ain't with it. I got me a goal that's highly explosive with my wife and my baby. What I'm writing is weighty. Call me S.O. or Bevanburg, they knighting me lately. Stand where the light is, feeling lighted, delighted, and maybe I'm getting grown. Nothing wrong with Bible and Baileys. I open up the text, got my mind closer off the edge. Got the architect, I ain't gotta go to your connect. I gotta go direct, him and I through the sun up.